Hey guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tino and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 15 must-have spring fragrances for this year. And I'm talking about Middle Eastern fragrances that I feel like if you don't have it right now, you better run and go get it. These are fragrances that I tried and tested, that I absolutely love, that I can tell you the overall longevity, projection, and sillage for the fragrance. If that's the type of video that you do like, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, you don't know who I am, my name is Tinu. I'm a lover of fragrance, beauty, and lifestyle. If that's the kind of content that you do like, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if you're already subscribed, thank you guys so much for your love and support. And if you guys are interested to know what my top 15 fragrances for spring is in the Middle Eastern world, then please keep on watching. Now, these fragrances are not going to be ranked. I'm just going to pick one and I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to tell you what I love about the fragrance. Now, this fragrance is from Maison Alhambra. It's a sister brand to Lattafa. This is called La Charmante Eclatant. Now, this is a dupe to Pink Boa by Stephane Humbert Lucas. And let me tell you, this is an epitome of what spring is about. If you love florals, you love fruits, and you love all that with a woody dry down, you're absolutely gonna love this fragrance. Now, this fragrance is a very moderate projection type of fragrance. It does have quite a bit of a sillage. I have gotten so many compliments. I've gotten positive compliments, a lot of positive. People love florals. I think that's what is in now. It's florals. Like when you just wear straight up fruity fragrances, people really don't like that. But when you mix a fruity fragrance with a floral, that is what gets people on their knees. Now, this is a very beautiful spring type of fragrance. I feel like this is even great during the summer because of the fact that it's kind of a aquatic nature to it. Like if you spray, you're kind of getting some juicy, watery vibes with this fragrance. It's just really good. It's not too heavy. It's very great to wear at work. You can wear this every day. You can wear this going grocery shopping. You can wear this to your best friend's place. You can even wear this, you know, in close confines of buildings such as church, mosques. And I don't think you would offend anybody with your fragrance. I love it and I thoroughly recommend it if you're looking for this. Now, this lasts on me for 7 hours. That is not bad for the type of fragrance that this is. It is moderate on projection, not super projecting, but it's good enough where it still gets me a compliment and people are still able to smell me. I really love this and I thoroughly recommend it. Next perfume is from Volare. This is Floral Dedication. Of course, this is a dupe to Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. This is a very absolute fabulous dupe. If you're looking for a dupe for that fragrance, this is very great. I haven't tried Victoria from Lattafa, so I can't really tell you that that's a great dupe as well. But I've only tried this and I can tell you that this is one of my faves. I wear this even more than the OG because I feel like the sharpness is not in this one. This is more smooth. It's more mellow. It is still lemony, but the lemon in here is not a bitter lemon. It's a very sweet lemon, and that is one of the reasons why I absolutely can't get enough of this fragrance. This is lemon, fresh, zesty, sweet. It kind of reminds me of Acro Bake. I feel like this is more of a dupe to Acro Bake in my opinion. I do own Acro Bake, but let me tell you, this one is a little more similar to that than Devotion. It speaks for itself. It is really denting and you guys can tell that I've used it. Considering that I have too many other fragrances that I could wear, I pull for this all the time. This is a great freshie for every day. If you're going to work, going to the gym. It's a very, very masculine scent. I don't think anyone will get offended with this type of lemon fragrance. Although lemon can be sharp, this is a little very smooth on the nose. And the longevity on this one is another one that's 6 hours plus, teetering to 7 hours. And then the projection is moderate and the sillage is moderate. It is not a beast mode fragrance. Let me be honest with you. Even the Devotion is not a beast mode fragrance. I really, really love this and I really, really recommend it. Next fragrance is from Paris Corner. This is called Khayal. Now, Khayal is a very citrusy, fruity, very woody fragrance. This fragrance is slightly ambery. At the same time, you do get a lot of citrus in there, some grapefruit perhaps. I feel like there's a grapefruit in here. There is possibly some sandalwood and some cashmere wood that I get in the fragrance. Now this is a everyday freshie that is very unique. I really don't know what this is duping. If you guys have an idea, please let me know in the comment section. From what I know, I think this is a standalone fragrance. I think it's their own concoction, but you never know. When I say it's their own, then I find out it's a dupe to something else. This has really nice amber to it. It's just a very nice, calming scent, in my opinion. Like, I feel this is another one that's everyday wear appropriate, great for office, great for healthcare. I feel like this will not offend anybody that's allergic to fragrance. Some people have asthma attack to fragrances, but I feel like this one is just a very universal smelling scent that I feel like you can smell it without it being a perfume and be okay with it. This is just gorgeous, very delicate, very light and airy at the same time. Yes, and the citrus is not overwhelming. For it to have grapefruit, it does not overwhelm the fragrance. It also has bergamot as well, and it still smells like a clean, fresh scent. Now this is another fragrance that I feel like doesn't last too long. I think it's a 5-hour max wear. The projection is very moderate. Sillage is moderate as well. This is a fragrance that you have to get in close proximity to me to actually smell the fragrance and know that I have something on. But if you're arm's length or you're further away, you probably are not gonna smell this. I use this primarily for a bedtime scent because I'm in my scent bubble and I can smell myself and it helps me go to sleep. But I wouldn't recommend this if you're trying to make someone smell you, because they have to get in your personal bubble and then be able to smell something. But notwithstanding, it is a great fragrance for this spring, and I think even for the summer. Again, I love it, and if you like everything that I described about this fragrance, then it's the fragrance for you. Next fragrance is another fragrance from Maison Alhambra. This is called Gris. Now, this is a dupe to Gris Dior, and when I tell you this is a dead-on dupe for that, you will not believe me. So, Gris Dior, or Gris, it's a very sexy scent, very fresh, everyday type of scent. This is another scent for rose lovers that want something more sexy, more unique, more complex. This is the kind of fragrance that you are absolutely gonna fall in love with. If you can't afford Gris Dior, then get this. Like, even the bottle looks like Gris Dior, but the scent is exactly the same, 99%. I am not kidding you. If you've tried Gris Dior and you want to get something similar that is not going to break the bank, get this one, because you're going to get good longevity. You're going to get something similar for a fraction of the price. And I don't think I would ever purchase any of the private line from Dior because I feel like it's just so expensive and I feel like it never goes on sale, so why do I want to waste my money on it? But I know Maison Alhambra dupes a lot of the Dior private line fragrances, so if you're interested in looking it up, just do your research. You'll find a lot of the other ones that are similar in this bottle. I think they have the tobacco one, I'm not sure, but they have quite a few that I actually want to collect and try out. But this is an absolute great one for spring if you're into a very woody rose type of fragrance. Now, when it comes to projection, I will say it's still moderate. The sillage is more moderate slash beast mode in a way, and then the longevity for me is about 7 hours on skin. Now this is recommended for anyone that is looking for a spring fragrance with a little bit of edge. Haya Gold is another type of rose fragrance that has a little bit of citrus, that is slightly spicy, that has some oud, some patchouli, and amber. Now this one for me is a sexy rose for spring. It still has some of the characteristics of what spring will smell like. It's a little bit bright, very airy, dense at the same time. That is a weird combo, but that's what I feel when I wear this fragrance. Now this fragrance gives me sexy for springtime and something a little sweet. Although I don't get any sweet notes, I do feel like there is something sweet in this fragrance, but there is none listed. The only thing I get from it is a lot of nutmeg. That's where the spiciness is coming from. But don't be scared. This is a very, very great scent for spring. Very long lasting. Now this one is a beast mode fragrance, and I feel like it's because of the patchouli and the oud that's in this fragrance. So this fragrance will pull in 9 hours on skin. I feel like it pulls in about 12 hours on clothes. It is moderate projection, but when it comes to the sillage, it's beast mode. So people are going to smell you. You're going to leave a scent bubble when you're in a room, and you're going to have great longevity. Very, very, very beautiful, sexy fragrance. Now this is a spring fragrance I recommend for date nights. Recommend for going out on a special occasion. I feel like it does have like a powdery vibe to it as well. Every time I hear oud, I'm thinking that this is not appropriate, but this one is a different kind of fragrance that feels like a typical spring fragrance that packs a punch. Next fragrance is from Lattafa. This is called Peace and Love. Now this is a dupe to Dries Van Noten Soie Malaquis. Now this is a dead on dupe, but it's a little much better in my opinion, if I must say. This is just a beautiful nutty almond, rose, black currant, woody kind of fragrance. It does have some sandalwood, it has vanilla and heliotrope to the fragrance. This is a very fantastic fragrance. If you're looking for a dupe to that fragrance, get this instead. And the reason why I say that is because Soie Malaquis can smell kind of weird in a way, has like an animalic vibe to it in my opinion, while this one is a very beautiful, sweet, feminine kind of fragrance. This fragrance has developed. It's even got better from the last time I smelled it. Very, very perfect for spring. If you're looking for a spring floral with a little bit of fruitiness with that black currant. I love this one. I can't stop sniffing this one all day. This one is one that I just love to sit and sniff it at times. It's given angelic, nutty, sweet, and slight citrusy with a couple of florals. I love this and I really, really recommend it. If you are looking for that dupe and you don't want to shell out the over $300 price tag, this is going to be your best bet. You're going to absolutely love this one. Now this one has a great projection. I would say moderate. Moderate is pretty much what I would call this, and the sillage is moderate and the longevity is about, I would say, 7 hours on skin. This is a great alternative and I absolutely recommend this for spring. Of course, we can't talk about spring without mentioning the fragrance of the year. I'm talking about year 2024. This is Cotton Abyed by Mamlakat Oud. Now, this fragrance I thought was a dupe to the Khayal Wedding Silk Santal 36, and I was mistaken. This is actually a dupe to Ariana Grande's Mod Vanilla. I found out later on. Let's be real, this is actually quite similar still. If you look at the Fragrantica and you compare this, it always comes out that Khayal Wet and Silk Santal is similar. I think one of the other comes first. I think Mod Vanilla comes up first, and then Khayal Wet and Silk Santal 36 comes after. So I am sort of right in my perception in the beginning, because I smelled it and I thought it gave me that vibe. Now, I have never tried Ariana Grande's Mod Vanilla, so I can't be certain that that's actually a dupe. But this is what people are saying out in the streets. They're all saying that it is a dupe to that fragrance. I love this fragrance notwithstanding. I thoroughly recommend it. If you're looking for that same vibe for the Khayal and you don't want to spend that buck, you are going to absolutely love this one. It is perfect for spring. It's perfect year round. Oh, it's just a beautiful fragrance. There is nothing else to, say about this. It's just very beautiful, very mass appealing. I feel like everyone will get along with this fragrance. It's just a fragrance that I love to sniff. It's just absolutely stunning. Now, this one is another one from the Cotton collection that I feel that doesn't last super long. It is more like a 5 to 6 hour wear. I would say projection is moderate, sillage is moderate to minimal, but this is another fragrance that I would say if someone gets your scent bubble, they will be able to smell you, okay? They will smell you and they will compliment you. I've gotten loads of compliments on this, best believe. It is just a sexy, fabulous, citrusy, beautiful spring type of fragrance. I thoroughly recommend this, and when you smell it, you will know what I'm saying. Anybody looking for a Fleur narcotic dupe? I got one for you. If you don't know this dupe, well, I don't know where you've been. This is from Maison Alhambra. This is called Narcotic Flower. Now, this fragrance, like I said, it's a dupe to Ex Nihilo's Fleur Narcotique. And when I say this is a 95% dupe, I kid you not, guys. This one saves me all that money. It is sort of giving me Volare vibes, but it's not duping Volare 100%. I know a lot of people say that it's kind of similar. A lot of people do say that Fleur Narcotique is similar to Volare because of that same, aldehydic smell that you get. And you get that same smell in this fragrance. Now, this fragrance is another one that is a floral that is super long lasting. I love this. Now, this fragrance is floral, but then you get that woody dry down with it that kind of makes it very sexy. This is one of the best flowery, musky, woody fragrance that I've ever tried in my life. Tried Fleur Narcotique, and I'm saying it also in terms of that fragrance, but you're getting a great bang for your buck because you don't have to spend Ex Nihilo prices. You're getting that same DNA, slightly similar quality for a cheaper price, okay? This one is gonna give you all the vibes and more, and you're gonna get the great longevity, and you're gonna get a good sillage and a great projection. This is a fragrance that actually is sort of beast mode in my opinion. So this one I would spray with caution. Even though it looks like a flowery fragrance, do not underestimate this fragrance. It will become loud when you overspray it. Very, very strong fragrance. Slightly similar to Volare. Although it's similar, but it's not exact dupe. It's more of a dupe to Fleur Narcotique. If you can't afford the OG and you want something that is similar, that will save you some money, then get yourself this fragrance. You will never be sorry when you try this out. Next fragrance that I feel like is so perfect for spring is from Fragrance World. This is a dupe to Maison Francis Kirk de John, I think Aqua Vitae. This is Barricade Aqua A Evom. I don't know if I said it right. Now, this is a very, very, very bright, citrusy, lemony type of fragrance. Now, when I first got this fragrance, I had to let it sit because it was giving me poop vibes at the background. But now I feel like it actually was the guac wood that was giving me those vibes. This has some tonka bean, it has some Hideon as well, some vanilla, I really don't get too much of the vanilla, but I do get a lot of the lemon. I do get a lot of the citrus vibes that with this fragrance. There is some lemon, some mandarin orange as well, some tonka bean. But to me, this fragrance is more of a freshie than anything. It is a very classic freshie scent. And this scent, for me, I feel like is another freshie that lasts really long on skin. It is a fragrance that for me lasts about 7 hours. It is great for everyday wear, great for office. Oh, this is just very, very beautiful and appealing. Now you still get the guac wood in the undertone of the fragrance. It smells woody. I think that's what I'm trying to drive at. So I love this. This one is another one that I absolutely recommend. If you're looking for something that is a very citrusy, woody fragrance. This is a lot citrus without any florals. So if you're into strictly citrus woody fragrances with no florals, you're gonna like this. Next fragrance is from Lattafa. This is La African Drummer. Now this is a fragrance that, if you can see the dent, is actually right here. I've used this fragrance quite a bit. When it comes to going to the gym, going to work, going to events, this fragrance does not disappoint. It's a heavy coconut musky with ylang ylang fragrance. Now the theme I get the most from here is the ylang ylang and the coconut. It is just very creamy. I feel like that ylang ylang makes it so creamy, and then you're also getting that latonic vibes with the coconut. So you're getting double dose of the creamy vibe from this fragrance, and you're getting that hint of jasmine. Jasmine is actually quite present in this fragrance, and whenever I wear this, I always get that, oh my god, you smell so good. What is that? That's the compliment I get. And this fragrance will announce its presence, okay? It is not shy about letting everybody know who it is. It is a fragrance that you will get a compliment. It is arm's length in projection and sillage, so people will smell you whether you're walking by or you're far away. You don't have to be close in their scent bubble for them to smell you. They can smell you regardless. So I love this one. This one is so musky, but musk done in a fabulous way. Now on Fragrantica, this is supposedly a dupe to Lust for Sun by Juliet Hazagun. I don't know how true that is because I haven't tried that before. The notes are similar. Lust for Sun has more notes than La African Drummer. I believe it has some freesia in there and some, I believe there is a gardenia note in there. So there are some similarities and dissimilarities. I don't know for certain what this is duping, but I can tell you that this is a fabulous fragrance. This is a fragrance that I've dented quite a bit, and I need to slow my roll because it's an absolute stunner. I'm probably going to get a backup because this is a fragrance I absolutely wear a lot. Even just going to the store, I'll pull it out and just spray it because I love the smell. The smell is very comforting in my opinion. I feel like it's because of the ylang ylang and the coconut. It kind of gives me a vacation vibe. That's how this fragrance is. It's just a beautiful, absolute stunning fragrance. Next fragrance is from Zamaya. This is a la Rose. I think it's supposed to be duping Kilian's Good Girl Gone Bad. When you smell this fragrance, you are getting a lot of citrus. You're getting some florals as well and some fruits. You're getting some nectarine. You're getting osmanthus. You're getting a lot of freesia, some rose, of course. You're getting some jasmine. Oh my god, this is another fragrance that I feel like is so really beautiful and so regal. It is just that sexy freshy that I feel like you can wear in the nighttime. The rose in here is more of a dry cut rose. If you're not into that, then you probably are not going to understand why this fragrance smells the way it smells. It smells very fresh, very sexy, very bright. All these fragrances, to be honest, can roll over to the summer because summer is also high heat and you don't really want to wear super strong fragrances except for if you're, you know, going out to a nighttime party. But when you're doing the day, you want to wear fragrances that are mellow, that smell good, that you can still smell it, but will not kill you or offend somebody else in the process. This is not one of them. This is a very, very classic, beautiful fragrance. I absolutely love this. Now, if you're looking for a dupe to Initial Perfumes Narcotic Delight, this is a good one that I got from Fragrance World. This is called Exotic Flowers. I think that's the name. This is a very beautiful dupe for the Narcotic Delight. It has that same opening that you get, sort of a spicy cherry kind of opening. It's just cinnamony. I think that's what is in here. We're very heavy on the cinnamon, I tell you that. There's something slightly boozy about this fragrance. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know, it's something very spicy. I don't know if there's a pink pepper, a black pepper, some cinnamon, but I do get a lot of spiciness. I do get some smokiness as well with this fragrance. This is a beautiful dupe. Not 100% dupe, I will say more of a 90% dupe. This fragrance has some tobacco, some vanilla, some red fruits, which I believe might be the cherry, some black pepper. I do own Narcotic Delight, the full bottle, and I can tell you they're not so similar, but if you're looking for something close enough that can save you the money of spending it on that fragrance, then get this one, because it will perform. It will smell as close to the fragrance. It does have the note of Hideon, and I feel like it has cognac in there or some rum, because I know there's some boozy vibe that I get with this fragrance. But overall, I love it. It has great longevity, to be honest. I would say 8 hours on skin. Then the projection is there. Like, you will spray it and it will project to others. I feel like it's super perfect for spring because it's different. It is a floral that is spicy and woody at the same time. It is not super fruity. There is some fruits to it, but you don't get an overwhelming, you know, jammy fruit in this fragrance, which I absolutely love. I really, really recommend it. If you like it, I will link all these fragrances, including this, down below. Next fragrance is from Lattafa. This is called Al Nashama. Now this one, from what I see on Fragrantica, it's a dupe to Initials Paragon. I don't know how true that is to this fragrance, but let me tell you, this fragrance is giving me all the citrus, all the anhydric vibes to it. It is also slightly spicy, very fruity, very woody as well, with a ton of citrus. This fragrance does feature that orris very heavily in the fragrance. If you're not into orris, you're definitely not gonna like this. It has that plum, it has some spiciness to it. I feel like there's either a pink pepper in here, and you do get some leather tones to this fragrance. So I feel like there is a leather to this. It kind of smells like almost like spiced plums. If you have smelled that before, that's what this fragrance smells like. It smells like spiced plums with some jasmine and loads of amber. That's what I get from this fragrance. It is just absolutely sexy. Very, very great for spring, I would say. Even for transitioning to the fall, this is a great fragrance. I feel like you can wear this in summer as well. I would say summer nights though. In the springtime, I feel like you can wear it any time of the day. This will be too much for the summer in the daytime because I feel like it will choke somebody out. And it's a very strong fragrance, I won't lie. Very, very strong. It has great projection. I would say same thing as 8 hours. I would say it has beast mode projection and beast mode sillage. It's absolutely a beautiful fragrance if you're looking for a different type of plum fragrance that is slightly spiced. The next fragrance is from Aroma. This is Club de Nuit Woman. Now this is a dupe to Chanel's Coco Mademoiselle. It's also another fragrance that is heavy on the citrus with the floral. This one I feel has some patchouli in here. I believe so. Probably some vetiver, and it does have a lot of musk. This one is very, very beautiful, very unique. I love this one quite a bit. My daughter actually wants this. She wants to take it off my hands. I told her, I'll think about it. This fragrance gives you the embodiment of what a woman smells like. Very, very sexy, timeless, classy, light, airy, sweet at the same time with a lot of florals. That's what this fragrance is giving. And I can't wait to pull this out for spring and give it a good wear. It just absolutely gives me something unique. That patchouli is there. It's present. It gives this fragrance its longevity. It gives the fragrance the projection and whatnot. Now with this one, the longevity for me is 7 hours on skin. On clothing, I feel like it lasts quite a bit on the clothes, and it has a moderate sillage and a moderate projection. So people will smell you, but they need to get a little closer so they can smell you. But I don't mind. I don't mind people trying to smell my fragrances, because I feel like I can make recommendations to them rather than, you know, be mad that they're actually, you know, giving me a compliment by asking me what fragrance I'm wearing. I absolutely love this, and I really recommend it. Now we are down to my last fragrance. Now this fragrance is a very unique fragrance. You might not think it is feminine in any means, but to me it's 50-50 when it comes to who it's for, if it's a man or a woman. I feel like both people can pull it off. It is a very musky fragrance. This is called Afnan Edict Mustique. Now the name implies that this is a fragrance that has a ton of musk, and I kid you not, it does have quite a bit. I love to layer this with other fragrances that don't have enough musk, or that have musk and the musk is not pronounced. This is a fragrance that I feel like you can wear on its own. It is spicy, floral, and citrusy at the same time with a ton of musk. This one I sprayed it over the Club de Nuit woman, and watch it transform this fragrance. This fragrance smells much better. It has more body to the fragrance and more oomph. It's just giving sexy all the way. So this is a type of fragrance that I love on its own, and I love to mix with other fragrances. I absolutely feel like this is something that you need to try before you buy. Okay, it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but I blonde brought it, and at first I didn't get what this fragrance was given, but when you let it sit, trust me, you will love everything this fragrance is given. And this fragrance is quite long lasting. It's very long lasting. It has a great projection, and it has a great sillage. Love the bottle on these ones. I love my for Baccarat Rouge. I feel like you can even mix the two together and you can get a fabulous scent as well. This is absolutely stunning, and another one that I really recommend for the springtime. That's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys for watching me talk about all 15 of these fragrances that I'm absolutely loving for spring, or my spring top recommendations. If you guys love this video and you love all the fragrances that I talked about, please let me know which fragrances that you have and which fragrances that you don't have that you do intend to check out. I will link all the fragrances down below. And if you watch this video to the end, you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? The subscribe button is down below. It's waiting for you to click it. Why don't you click it and join the fam? Let's talk about fragrances. Say a hello down in the comment section. You guys know I love to chat with y'all. Please don't forget to drop your fragrance of the day. I forgot to mention my fragrance of the day is Roses Musk by Montel. That's the fragrance I wore. I actually just came back from a birthday party, and I actually had that fragrance on, and I actually paired that fragrance with Pech Cardinal from MDCI. That's another fragrance that I absolutely love. I love the combo together. It was a fabulous, beautiful combo. I got so many compliments from everyone. Please drop your fragrance of the day. You guys know I love to know what you're rocking. If you love this video, thumbs it up. It really helps my channel grow, and it shows that you're supporting my channel. If you guys have any suggestions on what video I should do next, please comment down below. Any suggestions for the spring, because spring is here and I want to do a lot of spring content. I am going to talk about some of my top 5 spring fragrances. This is not Middle Eastern strictly. It could be any fragrance from the 3 categories that I have, or the 4. I do have celebrity fragrances, so I will do that video. I want to do like a top 5 and a top 10. And also I want to review the new Golf Orchid Musk collection. I am trying 2 more fragrances and I'll be done, and I'll be able to give you more thoughts and opinions on that fragrance line. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I love you guys, and I will see you yet in another video. Bye.